Vegas fantasy. Our Vegas fantasy. It's not a show about sex.
Is it?
It's about football.
Cha-cha-cha.
Is it?
Is it, though?
Well, sometimes it is.
Sometimes it is.
I mean, that depends on the segment. But hi.
Hi.
We're at championship week. We're at the final week of 2022.
Jeez. Goes fast.
It goes fast.
We could literally just like loop every beginning of our
It's
our
true.
podcast.
It does. Yeah, we don't really say, God, this season's dragging along. We don't
I
ever say,
can't wait
God,
for it
this
to be
year,
over.
This year will stop. No, we never ever say that, do we?
No.
Right? So, yeah, you're right. We should just like loop it in. But anyway, how many championships did you make?
2, baby.
Nice.
I won both of my leagues that I had going into this week. I won both. And the weird thing is going into it, I had really good odds, winning odds. And, oh, my God, I'm going to win both. I text Kenny, like, I think I'm going to come out of this winning both. And then all of a sudden in my ESPN, this guy who I was going against, his team just started blowing up. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose this. And then the Saturday night, or was it the Sunday game? I don't know. When did the Rams play?
Rams played Sunday afternoon and scored 52 points.
Yes. So I randomly picked up the Rams defense.
It's amazing.
Like,
That's amazing.
It was literally a dart throw. It was like I woke up on Saturday morning and I was like half asleep and I'm like looking at the defenses and I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll just do this one. So my defense ended up getting, I don't have my phone on me.
Over 20.
Over 20 points.
Yeah.
He played Denver defense.
That's amazing.
Which got him -8.
That's amazing.
So I pretty much ended up winning my ESPN on the defense.
Because you have some of the major disappointments on your team, right? You've got Adams and Diggs, right? On that team? Right.
Yes.
So you won this with Adams and Diggs doing what they did. That's crazy.
Could not believe it.
Right? There were some low scores that won this week. Very interesting.
Now the guy that I'm going against, he's been in first place and I've been in second place all year. We've been like going back and forth. This guy that I'm going against, he scores legit 170 points every single week. And
wow.
I used to, but these last like 3 weeks, I had I had Clea Herbert and Goddard and all my injuries and everyone crap in the bed. I like barely got, I got into the playoffs. I was in the second spot, but I had that bye week, thank God. And now I'm like, I don't think I'm going to beat this guy. His team is just ridiculous.
Well, if Diggs and Adams make up for their weeks and put up 30s, although it's going to be tough. Adams has a terrible matchup, right? Diggs has a matchup against Cincinnati. I think Diggs should have a good week, but Adams is going to be a problem.
Oh, God.
You know? So
yeah. How did you do?
Well, I've made the finals in 10 leagues. I will take it.
Okay.
I'm not, it's nothing like last year. Last year I checked. I forgot how good a year I had last year, where I played 54 leagues and I made the finals in 17 of them. And I made a guillotine final. And like I that last year, you know, you dream for years like that. Mm-hmm. And this year it was about survival. And the fact that I'm in 10 finals is a miracle.
Well,
and I'll take it. Look, and now for what it's worth, I don't like this, but I'm favored in like 7 of them, which is weird for me because I haven't been favored all year and I've become 9 and stuff like that. So I'm not putting any stock into this because this year's been so weird. You can't predict what's going to happen.
oh, I know.
Year.
These
you know,
these predictions are like out the door.
they're out the door. So we will see. But I feel pretty good about this week. I have a lot going on this week. I think it'll be good. And we'll see. You know, I went 10-5, 5 teams playing for third place. The saga of the team that, you know, I benched Jacobs, that whole thing, and then remember that, and I survived last week, did not survive this week. It's amazing. Tyreek, Chase, my quarterbacks, Goff, and Burrow, and I lost. You know why I lost? Because of Josh Jacobs. Because Josh McDaniels decides in frigid temperatures to give Jacobs 15 carries, which is not horrible, but the guy should have gotten 25.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing the ball?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, whoa.
I mean, that's it. I don't really have it for later. So that's my one. We didn't get it in last week, by the way. So I made up for it.
We didn't.
So I made up for it in the first 5 minutes of the show this week. So.
All right, wait. I want to tell you about this guy's team.
All right.
Okay, he's got Mahomes,
Yep.
Joe Mixon, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper, Hawkinson. In his flex, he has Keenan Allen.
Yeah, good luck.
He has the Eagles defense and Butker.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think I got a chance.
You never know. You have a chance because we just can't predict who's going to crap the bed.
Yeah.
Like on paper, you're not the better team, but this has been a strange year.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had Adams and Diggs crap the bed. Now let's see if Hawkinson gets a zero this week,
Hawkinson
right?
will probably get a
right.
zero.
I mean, I don't think Mahomes is going to do bad because he never does bad.
Yeah.
But like Mixon, you never know with Mixon. Mixon's up against Buffalo. Jacobs is up against San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's a terrible matchup.
Okay.
So you just don't know.
You're right.
You know, you play it out. You hope what happens. So
I'll be happy if I win one of the two.
yeah.
But how did you do, guys? I mean, I hope you guys made the playoffs. I know the Gonzaleses are out.
Yeah, are they out?
They said they're out.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get them next year because they're gonna play more leagues next year. So.
Yes, and I think I've decided I want to do an all-female league.
All right,
Sorry, Kenny.
You need to put this out there, though.
You're not in.
No, but I know a player, so I can get you.
I want to do Asia.
Yep.
Me, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do my girlfriend, Amy.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw Mariah. You know Mariah Rivera?
She plays?
She plays.
Oh, I didn't know she plays.
Apparently, she's into fantasy football playoffs right now.
Oh, okay. I need to talk to her.
No, I need to talk to her.
No, I need to talk to her.
No, I need to talk.
Okay, you get her in a league, I get her in a league.
So I want to get her. She's already like, yeah, I'm in. Gret,
Nakasi.
obviously.
Yep. Nakasi, she can play.
I don't know Nakasi.
No, Nakasi's great. Yeah, she plays.
Okay.
Tiffany DiStefano, she plays.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I need an all girls league.
All right, we'll make this happen.
I think it will be fun.
I'll take a commission.
No. You'll take a commission. Get out of here. Anyway.
So how many people have these guys who did good for them this week? Dak Prescott against the Eagles.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was nice.
Nice little week.
I mean, not nice for an Eagles fan, but it was a good game, though.
That was a great game. I did not expect that.
No.
Offensive explosion.
Yeah. It was
in a week where there wasn't much offense. At least that game had it, right? Jared Goff on the road this year really hasn't been good. He was great this week in Carolina. Of course, they were playing from behind because Carolina put up like 250 rushing yards on them this week.
Yeah.
Which is absurd and knocked off the Lions. When Goff played a comeback, and he did great.
Yep.
Joe Burrow. Almost. I think we're at that point with Joe Burrow.
Do you know his lowest fantasy football points?
17.
Yeah. Well, in the league I was looking at was 18.5.
How much was it?
18.5.
Yeah, I mean mine it's 17 and change.
Isn't that insane?
He's had that good a year.
That is just, I mean, consistency to the fullest.
The only one that's had better year is Mahomes.
Yes, and you want to know, I mentioned this before. I remember I was about to draft him, and you were so like for Burrow this year, and I was like, I don't know, and I was like between him and I forget who it was, but I had texted Kenny, but I knew he was drafting, and I literally was like, what would Kenny do? And I was like, I'm gonna select Burrow, and honestly, I think that is why I'm in the playoffs.
Burrow's been great.
It's because of Burrow.
How many teams have Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, or Hurts as your quarterback? Those are your four quarterbacks, and they're head and shoulders above the rest,
right?
Including Fields. Fields has been good, but like these four have been head and shoulders. Here's my opinion on Joe Burrow, and we'll see if this comes to fruition in the next 10 years. Mahomes is the flashy, like makes ridiculous plays. You just highlight real plays. Josh Allen is the athletic freak, right? Mm-hmm. And Mahomes is and Burrow is the guy that's going to beat them on a regular basis. That's my opinion of Burrow.
I mean, I love it.
Burrow's neither of those things. He's not the athletic freak. He's not a flashy guy. He just wins.
Yeah.
And this schedule that they've had is no joke. It's not like the craziestly bad schedule, but like they had to go to Tampa, they go to New England, they're playing Buffalo Monday night, and they've won 7 straight.
That's crazy.
They're beating everybody, and they're beating everybody with a mediocre offensive line that's gotten better. But like the offensive line, the first few weeks of the year was terrible.
Yeah.
Right, and they get better, but it's because of Burrow. He's that good, and I just believe in him. I think he's the winner of that group. He's you can't say Brady because nobody's Brady, but he's in that that mentality of the guy that's just going to win.
Yeah.
That's my opinion of him. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
he's been terrific in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
And of course, at the time that I'm out in the dynasty, and he's playing good.
Of course he is.
Thanks for nothing.
I have my one dynasty league, my first dynasty league, where my quarterbacks are Mahomes and Cousins, and I won last year, and I'm about to repeat.
Whoa.
It's a 2-week final, and I'm 24 points ahead.
Wow.
Because of Hawkinson, which we're going to get to later on.
Hawkinson.
Oh, it took 4 years to develop, but he did it. CeeDee Lamb, how about that?
Yeah, he led the Cowboys in targets, receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Excellent week.
Yes.
He's been very good. You know, we were a little unsure of him to begin the year if he belonged in that group with Adams and Diggs and that group. And he's just about there. He's like it's maybe just a notch below, but just a notch. He belongs.
What happened to poor old Gallup?
I just don't think Gallup is great.
Yeah.
And he's coming back from ACL, but I don't think Gallup is a great player.
Yeah.
I just don't see it with him. Devontae Smith, how about that?
Best game of the year.
I was up against him, I believe, in 3 leagues that I lost all 3.
Ooh, how many points did he fantasy?
He
points?
put up 30.
Jeez. Gosh.
Excellent week for him.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
I had Justin Jefferson on 4 teams. 3 are in the finals.
Jeez.
That's all you need to know about Justin Jefferson.
The last 3 games, he's had over 30 points.
And for my money,
It's insane.
next year, considering how bad the one-on-ones have been, Taylor, McCaffrey, next year for me,
You're going wide receiver?
next year for me, Jefferson's the 101.
Wow.
Yes. He was the 102 for me, and 3 of those teams are in the finals. So that's all I need to know. That's enough for me, right? He's the 101 for me. Cam Akers? What? Are you kidding?
Best game. That's crazy. He rushed 118 yards and 3 touchdowns. Seriously? Now?
Right.
Now?
So next year, when you draft him in the 5th round, I think he'll be in the 7th round. 7th round, he can't really hurt you. 7th round, he might be a value next year. But if he's up in the 4th and 5th round and you take him and he screws you next year, I don't want to hear about it.
No.
He's had a couple of Decembers in his career. He's been very good. The rest of his career has been nothing. So, good luck.
No.
Have fun.
Again,
7th or 8th round, I can't hurt you. But 5th, let's see what happens. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Right here.
Rushed for 84 yards, and then he caught 8 out of 10 passes.
And he's closing this year.
Yes.
He's
pulling
coming,
through.
I think he a couple of down weeks in the middle months, but December he's been terrific.
Yeah.
And that says a lot about him. That's a great year for him. Leonard Fournette.
Are you hearing this controversy with him?
No, what's going on here?
So apparently, everyone's not making fun of him, but kind of like giving him crap on Twitter. And he like bounced back and was basically like, listen, guys, like, stop talking smack. Like, I'm playing this year with this foot injury, basically. This whole
is he?
year. Yeah, he's like, literally every game I'm in so much pain and I'm going out there and I'm killing it. Like, I'm
Good
trying
for
to.
him. He's had a great year.
Right.
He really has.
But there's always haters out there.
I mean,
so.
Twitter's rough.
Yeah,
it's really nasty. So I get that. So good, he fought back.
Yeah, so he fought back.
Yeah. And he's also had to deal with Rashad White, taking half his snaps.
Right.
And he's still producing. He's had a really good year. What do we do with him next year? I have no idea.
Right.
It depends who his quarterback is, what team he's on. I have no idea. But man's had a good year. He really has.
I'd still kind of stay away from him.
I mean, we have a bad taste in our mouth from Fournette and Cook.
Yes.
From years ago. Because Fournette and Cook screwed us so long time. You know what? Fournette's missed 1 game this year. Dalvin Cook hasn't missed a game. right? Remember when Dalvin Cook would miss 4 games a year? He hasn't missed a game. I think he missed 1 game last year. All of a sudden, Dalvin Cook, it's gotten better with age, right?
Like fine wine.
Like fine wine. So there you go. Yeah, it's, sometimes players get hurt early in their career and then they just come back. Like, look at Keenan Allen. This year's a bad example of that.
That was going to be my example.
But, the last 4 years, Keenan Allen's been great. Now, this year, here's the thing with Keenan Allen. When he's been on the field this year, he's been fantastic. Like, he looks fantastic out there. But he missed, 8 games this year? 9? Right?
Yeah.
So he's going to be a tough call for me next year because he's 30. I love that guy. He's probably a Hall of Famer.
Stay away from him.
Well, I'm not, because he might win me a couple leagues this week. I think I got him in 4 leagues this week.
Wow.
So and amazing we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tyler Higbee.
You forgot Hawkinson.
Oh Jesus, T.J. Hawkinson.
Oh my
T.J.
God.
Hawkinson.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
That's the second week like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has 119 targets.
That's great. Good for him.
He's getting insane volume with the Vikings.
He's going to go way early next year, too.
Well, how early? He's a tight end. Not that early.
Well.
To me, he's worth a 5th or a 6th. I'm doing it for him. Him and Andrews, I would do 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
And let's leave Kyle Pitts to the 12th round if we can. Kittle's the one I'm going to be like, I don't know about Kittle, even though Kittle's been great. Yeah. We're going to talk about Kittle. Actually, let's just do Kittle because we just talked about Kittle's been great.
Yeah.
Right?
6 for 8, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Unbelievable.
And Higbee, as you said, he had his best game of the year.
Higbee was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 touchdowns. All these tight ends had 2 touchdowns this week.
There were 3 tight ends at 30 this week.
Jeez.
That's absurd. 3. Right? Now, this is a long list. This is a crazy all-star list. This is the all-pro edition of Who Crapped the Bed? Did you crap the bed? Did I crap the bed? Did they all crap the bed? We all want to know who crapped the bed. Crap the bed. Let's start with Justin Fields, who didn't run. If he doesn't run, he's going to crap the bed.
He rushed for 11 yards.
Yeah. Now, it was, 50 below?
Negative, yeah.
Right? They're playing on Mars. Right? Oh. And it's Buffalo. But I don't know. Here's the thing. Justin Fields is in Detroit this week. How do you not start him?
Right. You
start him.
Right.
You start him because he could get 35. He could easily rush for 100 yards.
He's your guy.
Yeah. You just have to live with this.
How many times has he cropped the bed this year?
This is the full on. Since the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, his first 3 weeks, he was non-existent.
Right.
Since the New England game, he's been spectacular.
Right.
And he got hurt.
He's going to have a bad game here.
Yeah. This was not the good game.
Right.
So, here's the one guy. It's not really an all-pro, but Derek Carr.
Yeah, he'd be on this list every week, probably.
But then a week like this week where they're playing San Francisco, right? He's going to score, he's going to throw 250 and 2. Right?
Yeah.
This is the thing with Derek Carr. You cannot predict Derek Carr. You just can't figure him out.
Yeah.
Right? Against Pittsburgh, I know it's cold. I know all that, but look at the Ram game. That was a joke. Right? That was an utter joke. So against Frisco, where nobody's scoring, I guarantee you he's gonna have a big week. Not a big week, but he'll be involved this week.
Well, nobody with Derek Carr, I'm sure, made the playoffs. So.
Well, it's super flex.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you definitely did.
Okay.
Sean Watson's been awful.
Oof. He hasn't had 1 game over 20 points.
Nope. I know he's rusty, but wouldn't it be very karmic and very Browns-like if he just stinks? After everything they gave up to get him and sign him to a guaranteed deal, after everything the guy's been through, I don't mean that in a sympathetic way. I mean what he's done to people. Let's put it that way. That's probably the better language to use, right? If he comes to the Browns and he stinks,
I blame Brownie.
Yeah, right.
The mascot, right?
The mascot. Right?
Remember? They were like, the return of Brownie.
Yeah, Brownie with Deshaun Watson.
That
Have
was
fun.
so funny.
Have a
That was
good time.
So funny the beginning of this year.
Oh, brother. Devontae Adams, 2 straight weeks.
Oh, he better come back.
And they're against Frisco.
He better. Kenny, I need this.
Man, the best thing that could happen for the Raiders is that they're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing for something this week. So you may get a game. I do think you're going to get a game out of them this week. Even though the numbers don't suggest it. I just have a feeling you'll get a game out of them.
Which players do we need to worry about that don't have anything to play for? Big players.
Well, here's a weird thing you've got this week. I mean, we're not talking about the last place teams because the last place teams are still, technically the Bears don't have anything to play for, but they want to play, right? So I wouldn't worry about that. But here's the teams that don't have anything. The Jaguars and Titans this week, no matter what happens with them this week, next week they play for the division title.
Jeez.
So there's really nothing they can do this week to make their situation better or worse. Because New England plays Miami. So both those teams, if New England beats Miami, both those teams get to 8-8 too. So there's kind of a path to a wild card if everybody just craps the bed around them. But really, neither of those teams have anything to play for this week. They're playing for the division title next week.
That scares
me. Derrick Henry's got a hip thing. Now, they've done this before. In 2019, they sat Derrick Henry in the week before, and then they played him in the last week of the year. They could sit Derrick Henry on Thursday Night Football.
All right, well, I don't have Derrick Henry, so that's good.
Right, and the Jaguars, I don't think the Jaguars are going to sit Etienne and Lawrence, but would I be shocked if maybe they rotate a little more? They might.
Yeah.
They might. That's the interesting thing of the week.
Yes, I always think about that championship game. I'm
right.
always like, ooh, who are they going to not play that much?
Right. I mean, it's ironic because we don't play week 18 for this reason. But, it would be really ironic if you had a couple of sits in week 17 because of that.
Yeah.
You never know. Now, we don't know yet. I know I didn't get the practice report on Derrick Henry. I'm going to look that up while we're doing the show just to see if there's anything going on there. Let's go to Stephon Diggs. How bad was that?
Yeah, worst game of the year. Hey, at least he caught all 2 of his balls. 2 for 2.
Woohoo!
26 yards. Thanks, Diggs.
There you go.
Diggs and Adams. You better
Thanks,
step
Diggs.
it. You had your crap the bed weeks, okay, boys? Now, this week we gotta get some pep in our step, okay? I need you.
See what happens. Mike Evans.
He's like craps the bed every other week.
They cannot throw the ball downfield.
That game was dreadful.
Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
Oh, my God. At least the overtime, I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch this.
They have no offensive line. Every throw that they make is a quick throw.
Yeah.
He cannot get the ball downfield to Evans.
Yeah. And Brady is frustrated.
And all the Godwin catches are screens.
Right.
Almost every catch that Godwin had was a screen pass. And then Fournette obviously caught a lot of passes. And Rashad White caught the touchdown, thank goodness. But Evans is a non-factor. I don't think you can start Evans this week. And here's another guy, depending on the quarterback, DeAndre Hopkins.
1 for 10.
McSorley missed him so badly.
Oh my!
But then he hit Marquise Brown on a 50-yard play down the field.
Right, makes no sense.
Go figure that out.
Makes no sense.
Right? But Hopkins, they threw one screen pass to him.
Yeah.
How do you not get him the ball?
I don't know. He's your best player.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I mean, you better hope Colt McCoy starts this week if you have Hopkins. Former Cardinal Christian Kirk in bad weather.
Yeah, they had bad weather.
That was bad weather.
There was a lot of bad weather.
But the other problem with Jacksonville is other options have developed. Ingram is playing out of his mind right now. Zay Jones, even though he didn't have a good game this week, Zay Jones has appeared.
Oh yeah, Zay
so all
Jones
of a sudden, there's just there are options there. So Kirk is not as dominant.
Right.
They're playing Houston this week. Josh Jacobs didn't get the ball much.
Nope. Worst game of the year.
Worst game of the year in semifinal week. Go figure that out.
Juju
Smith-Schuster. They didn't need him.
Nope.
I mean, they blew Seattle out.
Yeah.
Who are they playing this week? Kansas City? Playing Denver. That's
Sure.
right. I'm playing Denver. So
It's amazing that you know this without even looking.
I mean, I
You're like a sports anomaly, Kenny.
thank you.
Anyone ever tell you that before?
I've never used that before. Can we call that on my? Can I name my show that now at Tuscany?
Yes.
Instead of the Bowtie Cabaret, the Sports Anomaly Cabaret.
Yes, I think
That'll
you
get me
should.
going. Sure.
I mean, you just have a plethora of information in that brain of yours. It's amazing. Anyway.
I can't change the tire.
Stupid.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, worst game of the year.
Where the hell was that running game for Green Bay?
I don't know. And A.J. Dillon out-carried him.
How's that happen? It's so weird, right?
A.J. Dillon, stop. No.
It's December. It's A.J. Dillon time.
Yeah.
Right? Ramondre Stevenson.
All right. It's his worst game of the year. He fumbled the ball. He could have had that touchdown, but he fumbled the ball near the end zone. You know, stuff happens, Kenny.
Fire him up against the Dolphins. That's all I'm saying.
If you made it.
If you made it, if you survived, and I did, fire him up.
Yeah. You're not going to sit him.
No, hell no.
No.
Fire him up. You might switch DeAndre Swift because we don't know what the hell to do with DeAndre Swift on a week-to-week basis. I literally have no idea what to do with him.
He had his second highest snap count this game.
Yeah, and how many touches?
One. Well, he caught 1 for 5. 1 for 5.
Right.
And he only had 12 yards. I didn't write down how many touches.
I mean, whatever it is, it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. I know they were trailing, but if they're trailing, then check it down to the guy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you can't get on Dan Campbell this year. He's been so good. But what he thinks of DeAndre Swift or what that coaching staff thinks of DeAndre Swift, how can you possibly draft DeAndre Swift higher than the 5th round next year?
No, you can't.
You probably can't even do that.
No.
Because, like, they don't see him this way. Mm-mm. It's almost like the way Washington sees Gibson. Like, they don't see, you know, we look at Gibson, we think the guy's talented. Washington doesn't see him that way.
Which is crazy.
Right? So, Philadelphia and Miles Sanders.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row, he crapped the bed.
Sure did.
We were talking, of course, like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how great he's been, and now.
He's been boomer bust.
Yeah.
That's the problem. His bust weeks are real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then David Njoku. There weren't a lot of tight ends that crapped the bed. He crapped the bed.
Mm-hmm. All the other tight ends got 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. And there's a lot of tight ends this week, especially in the cold weather.
Yeah.
And then you got Mark Andrews.
What the hell do we do with Mark
I don't
Andrews?
know what you do with Mark Andrews. I mean, you're not sitting the guy. He's Mark Andrews.
No.
You just have to hope. If you have a Mark Andrews team that's alive, I got one.
Yeah.
I got one that made it here.
The problem is Huntley completed 9 passes.
Yeah, that's the problem. They don't throw the ball.
That's the problem.
They don't throw the ball.
9 passes?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Oy.
So there you go. That's quite a list, boy.
There's probably more. Was there any on Monday night?
Huh?
Was there any Monday night?
Oh, we forgot about Justin Herbert.
Oh, yeah.
Justin Herbert crapped the bed. Massive crapped the bed.
Massive.
6.5 points.
Like, it still smells in my house.
Right? Yeah. You know, and then what the hell are the Indianapolis Colts doing starting Nick Foles? Nick Foles should be on a couch. I know you love Nick Foles because he won you a Super Bowl. I know this. But come on.
I think he's just, Saturday's just trying anything he can.
And they're starting him against the Giants this week. I mean,
Yeah.
let's just give the Giants a free win at this point.
Hey, you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you do know.
I mean, they were disaster. Can you start Pittman?
I don't think if you have Pittman, if you're in the finals right now.
I have a Pittman team.
Really?
Sure. Of course you do.
Oof. I mean, how did Pittman do this
I have
week?
2 Pittman wins. He did 7.5. I have 2 Pittman teams.
Well, it's not horrendous.
No, because he was barely involved.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't get him the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have a better option, maybe.
Yeah, you have to look. So, a few injuries. Obviously, we don't know if Jalen Hurts is playing yet.
No.
I think he's going to play.
I don't think he's gonna.
Really?
I don't think he's gonna.
They need a game. They need a win.
Well,
I don't think they want to leave this to week 18,
we only need a win to get home field advantage.
which is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a week off. It's not just home field advantage. It's a week off.
Yeah.
I think he's going to play this week.
Or I hope
I do.
so.
I believe he's going to play.
God, I hope so.
I don't think Lamar Jackson's going to play.
No. I don't think so either.
So, what does Maverick think? Does Maverick think Lamar Jackson's going to play?
Maverick, do you think Lamar Jackson's going to play football? What do you think? Yeah?
He said yes. I can vouch for that. He said yes.
Okay. Mama. Yeah, Mama is going to play for Jackson. Huh?
She's definitely going to play. Starting quarterback for the Ravens is Christina Shaw.
You can't eat the microphone.
That's hilarious.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You're going to start, right? You're going to start. You're going to be the starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles.
You know who is starting this week is Mike White.
Oh, okay.
Back at quarterback against the Seahawks.
Oof.
Jets have a shot.
Wow.
That's 2 teams in free fall right now.
Yeah.
One of those teams is going to win, or they'll tie.
Mm-hmm.
But, you're going to get a win there. So,
what about Tyler Lockett?
I haven't heard a thing about Tyler Lockett yet. I know he's playing.
Yeah. I know his finger surgery went, really well.
Yep. They need him.
What about Herbert?
Khalil Herbert?
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to play. He played.
Oh, yeah, duh. He played this
was
past week. I forgot.
Yeah.
How did he end up doing?
Not much. He barely
Yeah,
played.
because I didn't play. I was like, do I play him? What
The entire Bear offense was nothing this week. Nobody did anything. Montgomery got stunted. They all got stunted this week.
Yeah.
But they're against Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So this should be a better week.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Shane Zylstra, by the way?
Oh, well, he's a 6'4", tight end, 239 pounds. He's 26 years old. This week he had 5 for 6 and 3 touchdowns.
Unbelievable.
It was his first game with more than 2 targets. He's actually played 11 games this year.
Okay.
And last year he played 4 games. I think week 7 or 8, he actually had 7 points. Oddly, probably had a few catches or something, or I don't know. But yeah, Shane Zylstra.
Shane Zylstra. 3
I
touchdowns.
remember that. I do remember that name.
Yeah, I remember the name too.
But yeah, that's who he is.
It's hilarious.
Here we are, still with a who the hell is.
Oh yeah, there's always going to be somebody.
There's always going to be somebody here on our Vegas
It's the National Football League. It's going to be somebody every week. Going to be like, who the hell is this guy screwing our fantasy teams? Here's what I know about Shane Zylstra. He's not Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Right? Because those could have gone to Amon-Ra St. Brown. But
And they didn't.
So, anyway. Ready?
That's rapper for yeah. Get that good waiver wire that will set your team on fire. So don't misfire or he will go to the highest buyer. Don't wait too long because you know they expire. You require to aspire the highest waiver wire. This is the last waiver wire of the year.
I know.
This is so sad.
I know.
I know.
And we had Zach Moss last week. If Zach Moss is out there, go get him. I don't really love him, but go get him.
Mm-hmm.
He got the ball a lot last night. I don't think I want to play him, but, if you need him, go get him.
Yeah.
Now, I checked a bunch of my leagues. You know who's available is Tyler Higbee.
It says 65%.
He's available in a couple of my leagues. I don't know how that is.
Available in mine.
Obviously, go get him.
Mm-hmm.
He's obviously startable, too, if you need a guy.
Yeah.
A lot of guys that start him over this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely.
For sure.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one. Jahan Dotson. Can you start Jahan Dotson if you can?
I like this. He's had 3 amazing games.
He's been really, in the games he's played this year, I think he's only had 1 bad game. In the games he's actually played this year, maybe 2. I mean, he missed most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 2 bad games. But every other game, he's scored touchdowns. He's a stud.
Yeah, we had him in a couple after midnights, hadn't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be an interesting guy next year.
Yeah.
I'm a big Dotson fan. So, obviously, go get him. And here's one. Isaiah Hodgins. I can't say this. Hodgins.
Only 3%.
I'm thinking Chris Hodgson. No,
Yeah.
Isaiah Hodgins. There he is.
Hodgins.
Yeah.
Only 3% owned. He is widely available.
No, you need to get him.
Yeah.
He should not be 3% owned at this point.
Crazy.
Yeah. He's a good depth plan. He's a good start. If you're in a 3 wide receiver league and you can't find somebody, Start the guy.
Yeah. In the last 3 out of the 4 games, he scored 15.4 or higher PPR points.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's playing great.
And he's just sitting on the bench.
Sitting on waiver wire. Yeah.
What's he doing? Yeah, on the waiver wire. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, go get him. And then, as you get to late night, after midnight, you're looking for those players that nobody wants. And you find in championship week that there aren't any.
I don't have any. I'm not desperate this week.
We've used everybody. Everybody's been used and abused.
I don't want any sloppy seconds.
No sloppy seconds in championship week. That's it.
Yep.
So there's nothing after midnight.
There's nothing.
There's no lonely players out there. Not one.
They've all been used and abused.
They have.
Sorry, guys. We got nothing this week.
Nothing. It really is. I mean, there's nothing out there.
Honestly, you could probably pick up these waiver wire players after midnight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if they're not picked up.
You're only competing against one other person.
Well, you got the third place game. So you've got 4 people that are making pickups this week.
True.
Yeah, by the way, if you're not in the playoffs and you're not in a keeper league and you're picking up players, go away.
Are people really doing that?
People do that. If you're in a keeper league, it's one thing. If you're not in a keeper league, go away. Just go away. Get lost.
People would actually do that?
Yeah, people do that.
That's weird.
Get lost.
That's weird.
Just
do you not have anything?
Don't play in my league.
Do you not have anything better to do?
I lock those players. And I inevitably get a text every year from somebody.
No.
Somebody says to me, I can't play in my matchup. I'm like, well, you can play your players. I don't allow you. If you're not in the money, you're not picking players up.
And what do they say?
They get mad at me.
Why?
I don't know. They want to play at the end. Because they want to get 9th place.
That is ridiculous.
Who cares?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Oh, my God.
Are you going to go brag about being in 9th 5 years from now? Hey, I finished 9th in 2022. Woohoo! Right? Get lost. Go.
Oh, my God. That's so silly.
I just lock them. I don't want you picking up players.
As you should.
I put the rule book in my leagues too. You cannot do it. Keeper leagues are different. You can do it in keeper leagues. Because keeper leagues, you might get a player that you might need next year. Dynasty leagues too.
Yeah.
Like I picked up Irv Smith in a dynasty league. Why not?
Yeah.
Who knows where he's going to end up, right? Like if you pick Isaiah Hodgins up in a dynasty league, you might land something next year. You don't know.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's different.
Yeah. In
a redraft league, get
lost out of here.
Yeah. Do not do it.
Stupid.
So. Any overthoughts?
No, I won both of my games.
Oh, whatever. I survived. I started Fields over Dak. Here was one that I struggled with at the last minute on Sunday, and I don't know. I had a hunch. Do not start Latavius Murray. Put Rashad White in. I didn't do it.
Oh.
But how often do you get burned for those last minute decisions? Right?
Yeah.
I just had a hunch.
Yeah.
Rashad White didn't do much either until the end of the game. But, I just had a bad feeling about Denver. I don't know why I did. Nothing I didn't think they'd lose 52-14 and that the coach would get fired.
That is crazy.
I don't know. I don't know why I just didn't want to. Do I really want to deal with Denver? You know who's coming on for Denver? Jerry Jeudy.
Good.
It's coming on pretty well.
Yeah.
Looking good.
We love Jeudy.
Yeah, I've always liked Jeudy, but, haven't been able to use him.
Yeah.
Until now. Now he's playing great.
That is the issue.
Anywho, any start-set questions? Shall we do the song?
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's the last time.
Let's do it again. It's the last. It's the minor key version because we're sad.
It's a Wednesday night. Who should you choose? Make the right choice so you win, not lose. Starter sit, starter sit, starter sit. Stupid. It's so melancholy.
It's sad.
It is.
It's very sad.
All right. Here we go. Dennis asks, PPR, DK at home versus the Jets or Ayuk at the Raiders or Kirk at Houston?
DK.
Yeah. DK.
Well, wait a minute. They're up against the Jets and they're up against Sauce.
Sus.
Ay.
I'm still going DK.
I think I am too.
You're not gonna sit.
I don't
DK.
trust Ayuk right now.
Mm-mm.
Not with Purdy.
Mm-mm.
And then like Kirk against Houston, like wide receivers don't really produce against Houston.
Mm-hmm.
They run the ball against Houston.
Yeah.
So I'm not there.
And
So.
another one, PPR need 2 running backs from Swift, Sanders, Dillon, Dobbins, Brian Robinson.
Swift, Sanders, Dillon. Who are the other two? Dobbins?
and Brian
I want
Robinson.
Dillon.
Really?
Yep.
Over who?
Over Swift.
Over Swift. Yeah, you're right.
Dobbins is an interesting one, but like Dobbins doesn't catch passes. Like Dobbins got you 6.5 this week.
I think Sanders is going to have a bounce back. Sanders.
You trust Miles Sanders?
Yeah. I think he's had 2 bad games.
Who was the last guy that intrigued me? Who was that?
Brian Robinson?
I'm very intrigued by Brian Robinson this week.
They're
against Cleveland. Cleveland can't stop you and me.
True. He also had Mostert and Pacheco.
No.
Rashad White versus Carolina. But I was not thinking about the last 3.
No.
Yeah. He said he got chopped in a lot of his games already.
Yeah, I did. But I'm going.
I
Dylan.
chopped him.
I'm going Dylan Robinson. That's what I'm doing.
I'm going Dylan Sanders.
Okay. Fair enough.
Francisco has one too.
Go for it.
Okay,
Francisco? No, it's not. I was gonna say he's not up against you. Okay, that's right.
No, he's
okay.
not up against me.
No,
I'm
David
in the
Patrick-
Super Bowl.
David Patrick's up against you.
Yes, we shall see.
Yes.
Start 2: Aaron Jones, Chubb McKinnon, or Brian Robinson.
McKinnon's got to be in your starting lineup.
And Jones has to be in your starting lineup.
Yeah, I think
You're
so
not
too.
sitting Aaron Jones.
You can sit Chubb. I mean, Chubb hasn't been good.
I'd sit Chubb.
Okay.
Start 1: Zay Jones or Sutton. Who did Jacksonville play? We just got done talking about that.
I think Sutton can do something against Kansas City this week. I think Denver will score points.
All right. That's a tough one for me.
Yeah, it's tough. But wide receivers against Houston don't do much. The problem is that, if you sit Zay Jones and he gets to 25 again, you're gonna hate yourself. That's the thing.
But we just got done talking about, do they have anything to play for?
That's too. That too.
So keep that in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
Another one, start 2: Najee, Chubb, McKinnon, DeAndre Hopkins.
Start 2?
Yeah.
If McCoy plays, it's Hopkins and McKinnon. If McCoy is quarterbacking the Cardinals, it's Hopkins. You're not sitting Hopkins.
Right, and you're not sitting McKinnon.
I wouldn't sit McKinnon. Nope.
Yep.
There you go.
Agreed. Now, my question is...
All right, go for it.
If I get Gardner Minshew, yes, I'm saying it, do I play him or Purdy? I'm just scared to play Minshew.
Minshew looked great.
But he looked really good and he scored a lot of points.
I actually think you're fine either way.
Oy.
I honestly do. I think they're both solid. I mean, Minshew's playing New Orleans. New Orleans is a little tough. Purdy's playing the Raiders. Raiders stink.
Right.
I mean, but I think Minshew's going to put numbers up.
Hopefully I won't have to worry about this.
I think it's going to be Hurts anyway. But honestly, like I think you could toss a coin. I think you're going to be fine either way. I really do. I think you're getting 20 out of either of them this week.
All right.
I do.
Do you have one?
I got a bunch.
Oh, a bunch.
All right. Fields Prescott.
I'm going Dak.
You're going Dak.
Yeah.
Fields is against Detroit. My fear with Fields is that he puts an 11 up.
And Dak's not gonna.
You don't know he's not going to. He might. They're playing Tennessee. You don't know what's going to happen. Tennessee might be out of that game in the first quarter. They might. I mean, that could be the Zeke and Pollard show all night long on Thursday Night Football.
Dak's worst game. Well, Dak's week 1. He scored.
Yeah, we don't
5.
talk about week 1. Week 1.
We don't talk about week 1.
Right.
But after week 7, his worst game was 14 points.
And he's been great. Fields had his worst game this week, but Fields has also put up 40, which Dak isn't going to do.
Last week he put up 34.
Yeah, but it was against Philadelphia, who scored. Like, Philadelphia made that a game, and that's why Dak was putting 33 up. Tennessee's not making this a game on Thursday. They're not. Tennessee's not going to play.
Well, then you have your answer.
That to me is Fields.
There you
it's
go.
Tough,
then you
but
got
it's
your
I
answer.
I just don't see a game here on Thursday night. I just don't see anything. Okay, that's a tough one though. It's tough.
Yeah.
Now I mean Fields versus Burrow. I'm still going Burrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Pick 3. Sit 1. Jamal Williams, David Montgomery, Rashad White, Marquise Brown. Sit 1.
One more time.
Jamal Williams, David Montgomery, Rashad White, Marquise Brown. Sit 1.
I think I'm sitting Montgomery.
You're not saying Jamal Williams? He's been terrible.
Or
lately.
Jamal. Yeah.
He's been terrible lately. Jamal Williams, he's got to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
The problem is that they're playing Chicago. Chicago's not great.
But if he does, let's see. Yeah, I sat Jamal Williams this past week.
Yeah. Okay.
What did he get this past week?
You got like 4.
Jeez.
He's awful. How about this?
It's a shame. He's been doing so good.
But he's all touchdowns.
Yeah,
It's
the
all
last
touchdowns.
3 weeks he's scored 4 points.
Yep.
It's dreadful.
If it's Foles, would you start Alan Lazard over Michael Pittman?
Yeah.
You'd sit Pittman for Lazard.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a tough call.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Lazard's been decent. Decent. Not,
Tough call.
Not great, but
Brian Robinson or DeAndre Swift?
Robinson.
Wow.
I can't with Smith.
With Swift. I
I
get that.
can't.
Tyler Algier or Darius Slayton?
Slayton for me.
I mean, Algier's been playing great lately.
Yeah, but I just like Slayton. He's more consistent.
Okay.
No?
I think I'm putting Algier in this week. I think I am. Algier's been great the last 2 weeks. Like, running like crazy this last 2 weeks. So.
All right.
And then we got Kenneth Walker or Tony Pollard.
Oy. Oh, gosh. That's so hard. Oh, gosh. That's a dart throw, Kenny. What did Walker do this week?
He did pretty good. And, we didn't know he was going to play, and then he played, and he got 11 points. He didn't do bad at all.
I got 13 in mine.
We got 13 yours. Yeah, he didn't do bad at all. But how do you sit Tony Pollard?
I think I'm going Walker. Only because he's going to get the usage.
I mean, you do know that. Absolutely right.
And with Pollard, you don't.
It's true.
Jeez.
Tough choices. Those are my choices this week. That's my week. There you go.
I'm still starting. So pick 2 running backs.
Okay.
Walker, Pacheco, Jamal Williams, or Khalil Herbert.
Walker Pacheco.
That's who I have in now.
Yep. You can run on Denver as Cam Akers proved this week. You can definitely run on Denver.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Now, maybe Denver shows up this week because of the new coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I think they got more problems than just the coach.
Mm-hmm. Slayton or McLaurin?
Slayton or Terry McLaurin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, McLaurin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
McLaurin's been great this
Right.
year. Yeah.
I just like Slayton.
I know.
Seeing him on our
But Slayton is ever since Isaiah Hodgins has emerged,
Yeah.
Slayton has been a little more down. Now Slayton's more the shot play guy.
But he's still getting a solid.
He's getting a solid 6 or 7 targets every week.
Yeah. All right.
But I don't think he's I don't think he's automatic.
I'm gonna keep my lineup there.
Okay. All right. You ready to win some championships?
Oh my gosh! Like I said,
You've won a championship every year since we've done the show.
well, now you're gonna jinx me. Thanks, Kenny.
I am. I'm totally gonna jinx you. I am.
How many leagues do you have to win to make a profit, Kenny?
If I win the Super Leagues, I'll make a profit. It doesn't matter the other ones. I have to win the Super Leagues.
I mean,
If I don't win this, by winning, but I have to finish the top score out of 8 teams. It's not just head to head in no situation. Right. So I have to beat 7 other teams. But
and are we really playing this to make money? Not really.
I want to make money.
I mean, it would be nice.
I mean, I don't know about you. I play this to make money.
I do this because it's fun.
I mean, I do both. I like it because it's fun, but I also play to make money.
You're so funny.
Yes, I want to make money.
I want to make money.
The biggest accomplishment I had this year, that my $400 league, that I was 1-6 in, I'm in the finals. I mean, a 1-6 team got to the finals. I don't know how that team got to the finals.
Yeah.
It's Fields, Waddle, Godwin, Deontay Johnson, who's come alive, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got Swift and Mixon.
Yeah.
Right? I have Brian Robinson.
Yeah.
I have Rashad White. I have Goddard. And I'm in the finals. I mean, it's not a great team. It's a good team. It's not a great team. But I'm in the finals.
Yeah,
So,
well, see,
yeah.
it's a lot of luck this year, Kenny.
Unless you have Justin Jefferson.
Then
One Super League team. Listen, this is one of my Super League teams. Fields or Burrow. Actually, Burrow. Running backs, Etienne, Stevenson, Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, Travis Kelce.
Jeez.
And then my last, Jacobs.
Wow.
That's why it's got a chance to win the 96-team league. I need Jacobs to find a way this week against San Francisco. I need it. Because I'm not sitting him. I got him in 2 leagues this week. I'm not sitting him. He's got to find a way against the 49ers. Mm-hmm. That's my year. He finds a way. And Stevenson has a bounce back week this week against the Dolphins. And we're talking good stuff this week.
Yeah.
That's what we need. So, best of luck out there, folks.
Oh, my gosh. We got to do a wrap-up show.
We'll do a wrap-up show. We're talking about doing like a group wrap-up show like we did a couple years ago. Remember we had fun with that?
Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, we may do that again. So maybe we'll get some people involved. We'll have a group wrap-up show. Some of our friends.
Yeah.
That may be fun.
I would
can volunteer your services out there.
If you listen.
If you listen to the show.
Let us know.
Yes, and on that note, have a good week. Go in.
Oh my God.
Go make some money.
It's the Fantasy Football Super Bowl.
That's it. My name's Kenny Davidsen.
I'm Christina Shaw.
See you next week.
Good luck.